welcome. Thank you for joining me, Maria, at Maria Loves to Talk, and I talk about everything, you guys. So, what am I talking about today? No, I'm not talking about perfume. I am talking about the slap. I shouldn't laugh, wrong for me. That was heard around the world. The slap that was heard around the world, you guys, at the Oscars. And I know you probably saying, hey, Marie, we've already seen enough of this. We're tired. Hey, I'm fixing to join in with my little 2 cents. So, and I'm going to bring some facts and some things that I read that I had heard, but I wasn't really sure about. So if there's something you're interested in, please join me, get some snacks, click like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, first of all, I want to just do a little history about Will and Chris. First of all, to me, I'm not going to say I grew up watching them, but I watch a lot of the movie shows, and I love both of these guys. I'm impressed with both of them. To me, Will was looking so handsome. I don't know what these people are eating. Are they juicing? What vitamins they're taking? Jada looked awesome. Just beautiful, divine. They have not aged. I had to look. Okay, so Will is 53. I don't know how old Jada is. Chris is 57. Both men have been married. Will is still married. They've been married. He's been married to Jada since 1997. They met on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's where they met. Chris is divorced from his wife, but they've been married. They was married from 1996 until 2016, or he requested a divorce. I'm really curious when a man requests for a divorce or he files first. So he filed in 2014. They got it finalized in 2016. He has 2 kids. Will has 3 kids. Now, one thing I can say, I have never seen or heard anything negative about their kids or about Will or Chris. I've never seen him or involved in a scandal, drinking and driving, hitting someone, being rude to fans. I've never heard anything like that about either one of these men. So that's really shocking. Will, I didn't know. Will's net worth is $350 million. That's a lot of money. Chris, $60 million. Okay, he got his star. Eddie Murphy helped him get started. So kudos to Mr. Eddie Murphy. My thing here is I saw 2 fine men, awesome suits, beautiful Italian suits, men that have not aged. In fact, they look better today than they did 20 years ago. I do not know what happened. Do I believe what Chris is saying, that he didn't know about Jada? Part of me, I don't believe. That's just me. Part of me do not believe that he didn't know. Also, I wanted to know, why did, of all the people, all the beautiful people, why did Chris go for Jada? And I'm going to back up because I remember something had happened a couple of years. I forgot who was in office, but I don't know if anybody can go way back. I think it was Jay Leno had made a joke. I guess the Bush was in office. W. Bush was in office. And he had said, oh, Condoleezza Rice, she has the same hairdo as Reverend Al Sharpton. Please tell me who remember that, okay? Please tell me. I'm not dating myself. Remember that. I just didn't like it. And I found this perfume that I just ordered, and I didn't order it for this. I had ordered for something else. It's called Toxic Masculinity Ruins Everything. Toxic Masculinity. This is by Sucre Bay, and it has vanilla. I do have some perfume for you guys. It has vanilla, honey nectar, and lavender. And I would, if I knew his address, I would send this to Will, you guys. Did Chris handle it well? I think he did. I mean, can you imagine? And first of all, Chris is Will's elder. Okay, so Chris is 57. He's almost 5 years from security, 62. You know, He handled it well. I don't think too many people would have handled it that way. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have fell out. I probably would have ran off the stage and went hiding. I want to know, why did Will laugh? We all saw him laughing. Why, when he came, after he looked at his wife, he looked at Jada, and she wasn't having it. She didn't, I don't know. And then he went on stage. I don't really think Chris knew what was going on. I don't think any of us knew. I really thought it was a stage or a joke or some kind of prankster. I agree with something Will Packer said. He did an interview with GMA TJ Holmes, I think Thursday or Friday. Yeah, I thought it was a prank, maybe something they were doing, a little skit they were doing. And then when he walked back to down to sit next to his wife, then Will is letting off these F-bombs. I've never seen this man do this. I agree with his mom. Sometimes, a person can be under so much stress and they just snap, and it just happened at the wrong place. My question here is, why did Jada laugh? They showed something showing Jada was laughing when Will came back and sat down, and she was just bobbing her little head, and and it brought me to the time when we used to be in high school, like 10th grade, 5th grade, and she was just having a ball at that point. And that's something I saw. Beautiful Vivica Fox said she was on taking Wendy's co-host for that week, this week, with I cannot think of that man, Carson Kressley, I think, you guys. And she brought up the point, and she knows Will very well. She did that movie with him, Independence Day, and she said that why didn't, I don't know, I'm paraphrasing, why didn't Jada tug on Will's suit? Hey, baby, hey, honey, homie, I shouldn't call him homie, baby, Big Daddy, Big Willie, let's sit down. We're gonna handle it later. We're gonna get them later. Big Will sits, It just could have been handled better. And then when he did win the award, which I'm glad he won, and he went to accept, he apologized to everybody except old Chris. I mean, okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm kind of going back and forth. So here, I saw something. They were saying that was the lowest rating for Oscars for American TV viewers, and it's not true, okay? 2022, they're saying, was 15.36 million people viewed it. 2021, 10.4 million. That's really low. 10 million people watched the Oscars in 2021. 2020, 23.6. 2019, 29.6. Okay, people, you got to realize this is COVID. From really, the COVID started taking over around March and April. That's when things start shutting down in 2020. So 2021, I expect it to be low. 2022, yes. Okay, so the highest ratings was 2014, 43.7 million people watched. 2013, 40 million people, and then in 2012 it kind of went down to 39.3 million. Okay, so those was the highest, and you can look and see what were the popular movies at that time. Who are some of the cute, hot, bad babes that were buzz cuts? Those little short, I call it crew cut, basically. And it's some really, I'm put it this way, everybody cannot carry that look. Demi Moore, beautiful. She was awesome when her hair was cut like that. The women in Wakanda. See, that's what Chris probably should have said. His joke, in a sense, it was kind of lame. If I would have went on stage and I would have saw Jada, I would have said, Wakanda forever. I would have said, if I would have brought up, since he brought up, he stuck on Demi Moore, and nothing to be disrespectful to Demi. We barely remember that movie. That movie was like 20 some years, 20, maybe 30 years old. These young kids these days don't remember G.I. Jane, but they remember Wakanda. So when he brought out Demi Moore and G.I. Jane, he should have said, or Will clap back. I thought Will should have had better, I don't want to use the word game, clap back, the Dirty Dozen, but he should have said, hey man, If you produce the movie, we'll do the movie, okay? Or, where's your wife? This is my gorgeous wife, my woman. Where your woman at? Let's take this up after the show. We're not gonna do it now. It could have just been handled better. And I'm gonna go back to a historical point, because when I used to watch the Oscars back in the day, when Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton and Barbara Streisand and all those people back during when I was a kid in the 80s and golly, whatever. It's not that long ago, you guys, but yeah, I didn't see the likes of a Will or a Chris or a Jada. I didn't see those people, and we go way back. The only people that you would see would probably be Sidney Poitier, maybe Sammy Davis Jr., maybe Diana Ross, but I didn't see those people. And then when we did have these men back in the day, when Hattie McDaniel accepted her award, someone brought that out, that she wasn't even in the room. Then the other time I think somebody was really disrespected is when Halle Berry was kissed in the mouth by Aiden Brody. But back to these men, it was just an unfortunate accident. But let's get back to the hot babes that wore the buzz cut. And I'm going to start with Michaela Coel, Coel, British actress who starred in I May Destroy You. Hot babe. Okay, Danny Guerrero. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. All I know is Walking Dead. She's the lead actress from Walking Dead, and then she was in Wakanda. Then, of course, we have Mila Farrow. She was a bad babe back in the day when she had her little buzz cut, her little short pixie hair. I call it more like a pixie. Kate Hudson wore her hair short in a buzz cut. Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Kristen Stewart, I'm always remember her from as the little young lady from Twilight. Sinead O'Connor, we all remember that hot woman, that gifted woman, Irish singer. Solange Knowles, Rose McGowan, Tiffany Haddish. Remember when she cut all her hair? Tamar Braxton, Sanaa Lathan, Natalie Portman, she was so cute. Amber Rose was cute. Keke Palmer, Charlize Theron, Representative Ayanna Pressley, all hot smoking babes that smoke that buzz cut or ball look, and they look awesome. I want to keep trying to think Chris didn't do it on purpose, but there's a part of me believe that he kind of did, because I read about his wife or ex-wife, Malika Compton. She was over some kind of hair program or hair studio where a nonprofit where they would fix women's hair or help women who were trying to get back into the working world. They did things for women hair. Then Chris made that documentary about hair. It was an awesome documentary. He did an awesome job, 150%. So that the hair is a very sensitive subject for women, not just women, but black women, okay? And so for him to do that, I think he knew. Then I saw someone was saying his brothers is trying to cloud chase. He's going around calling Jada the B word. Really? The B word? I mean, is that necessary? Why would you call Will's wife the B word? She's not a B word. Let me stop, because I'm gonna say something I ain't supposed to say. So, moving on. Okay, I'm going to go through this really fast. Okay, so I'm looking and reading, and I'm noticing all these different TV shows, entertainment shows, bringing up old stuff from Will had it out with Jenna Huber. She was the first, and Viv. They hadn't talked in 30 years. They finally made up. She said that Will and Alfonso was basically little snot-nosed kids that was just running rogue on the TV show. And I think for years people thought Will got her fired, but she quit the show on her own. See, I didn't know that. And she quit right after having a baby, and then her husband was unemployed, and she said things just went down. I don't think they offered her a good package. So that was the rundown on that. Then in 2012, a Ukrainian reporter tried to kiss Will. I remember when that happened. Did he have the right to slap the dude? I don't know. Maybe he should have pushed the dude, but so that was the first slap. Then Tommy Davis' son, a well-known comedian that used to be on Living Colors, he said that when he made that movie Woo, W-O-O-O, in 1998 with Jada, that Will try to come at him, and he told, hey, get out my trailer, let's take it outside. I don't know, they didn't fight, but Will had tried to verbally assault him then. Then I just saw on another entertainment show, comedian Paul Rodriguez is saying in 2001 when he made the movie Ali with Will, that Will was very verbally abusive to him. And then he found out a lot of the talking scenes that he had was just cut out. So again, I'm going to say that all this could be allegedly in a way, because I wasn't there, but that's what these people are saying. That's their truth. They were on TV saying this happened. Should we kick a dude when he's down? I mean, that's another thing I hate about Hollywood or Hollyweird or just life in general. When you're down, all these people come and they're just steady, trying to kick you in the chin or something. Okay, my last final thing, how do these guys heal? How do we heal? What do we tell our kids? We already have children, young men who also are showing signs of toxic masculinity. You say something to them, a little girl doesn't want to give them her phone number. A woman tell him, no, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to date you. I don't accept the drink or the dinner. And what happened? They start stalking the woman. They fight the woman. They break into her home, or road rage. Men getting mad at each other because, hey, the other guy didn't let him have a cut or whatever. This stuff is already out of hand. And then now this. I don't know. For me, I was kind of embarrassed. I was embarrassed for Will. And I'm embarrassed and almost saddened for Chris, because he's going to be known as the slap dude. There's thousands of memes out there with this man's face, and he got to live through it for the next, umpteen years, Okay, fine. How do they heal? They need to truly apologize. They need to make a movie together. Yes, I said a movie, and I already have some ideas for a movie, and also include Jada in it. How do they heal? I want to see, and everybody's saying Oprah. No, I want to see Steve Harvey, Iyanla Vanzant have a sit down, or maybe two men, Steve Harvey and either psychiatrist Jeff Rocker or Jeff Gardere, because Jeff Gardere is always on a lot of those celebrity shows, or the young man Emmanuel Acho, A-C-H-O. I think he did The Bachelorette before they picked the new guy. I like to see them have a sit-down talk with both men. I know Chris mentioned he has been in therapy, or he's in therapy for issues, and he also has some kind of learning issue. He just found out that he didn't know he had educational or learning disability. And I don't know if Will is doing therapy, or the only therapy he was doing, his wife doing that Red Table. And talking about that Red Table, they need to shut it down. Okay, shut down the Red Table. If you're gonna do the Red Table, y'all need to have real life degree therapists. Okay, he wanted to slap somebody so bad. Will, you should have slapped August, that entanglement dude. You should have slapped. You should have slapped that little dude years ago. And I hate to bring it up. That was on the bed and your little girl was on the other end of the bed, and they hurried and squashed that down and said the guy was a friend. Those are the people, the two people you should have been slapping, okay? Just saying. What does the Oscars need to do? No, don't take this man's Oscar. He worked too hard, because at the end of the day, he had an impeccable 20 years in the business. No scandals, nothing. You know, I really feel in my heart of heart that Will is a good guy. And it happens to a lot of us, because none of us are perfect. So let him keep his Oscars, but you need to do something for Chris. I think let Chris host the Oscars for the next 2 or 3 years, or you can have someone, some other people join in, like the young man that be on the CMA Awards. I think his name is Bones or Mr. Bones or something. Maybe have one of the Sykes come back. I like to see some new, fresh faces. Okay, so they can have some other people, but let Chris be the main host. I don't know about saying to Will that he can never come to the Oscars. Maybe say next 2, 3 years, 2 years maybe the most. I don't even think 3 years, maybe 2 years. Hey, you're not invited to the ceremonies. Should they disinvite, or should they not invite Jada and the kids? I think she can come, but most likely if I was her, I wouldn't go. My man can't come, I'm not coming. So that's my bits on it. I did read some more information about Chris, and I've been reading, because I read a lot, that a lot of the comedians or movie actors, mainly the comedians, that all have Chris back, and then a lot of the other people have Will's back. People are saying that Chris have a history of picking on women, especially black women, making fun of their hair and different things. Someone had made a comment somewhere, I read that Jerry Seinfeld and Chris was sitting down, and a white actor was on the stage, or somebody had said the N-word, but not with the G-A. See, I'm not familiar with all that. I just don't use those kind of words, period. And that Seinfeld looked at Chris and said, hey, are you going to correct that guy? Are you going to do something, because he's saying it? And that Chris just stood there. He didn't say nothing. He said he wasn't going to do anything. So I'm sure that the people who do not support Chris, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at, hey, he's been attacking women, and he's been stepping, fetching. So we're not going to support him. We're just going to throw him out to the wolves. We don't care nothing about him. What I didn't like also is that when Will did what he did, everybody was leaning over, running to him, kissing him. I saw a lady, I don't know who she was, maybe his ex-wife. When he went backstage, she heard him grab him and hug him and kiss him, and then Denzel and somebody else came and hugged him and all. Did y'all show that same kind of love and energy to old Chris? Cause I'm sorry, you just been slapped on national TV, and what man, I ain't never heard or seen men slap men before. That one's new to me, but maybe I guess he felt if he would have punched him, he would have knocked out them partials or something in Chris' mouth. I don't know. But hey, I wish them the best, because like I said, Chris got 60 million. Will's got 350 million, and we us little YouTubers and us little regular people, we just trying to figure out the little couple of hundreds we have in our bank, So at the end of the day, these guys, they're gonna still have a good life, and I wish them the best, and I will still be watching the Oscars. Okay, so again, I want to thank you guys for joining me and Maria Loves to Talk. Leave me those comments. Tell me what you have seen, what you have heard, what you know. Will you watch the Oscars next year? How many years should Will be banished from the Oscars? How many years, or should they let Chris come back? I really think they should have looked at his little stuff and said, wait a minute, Chris, no, you got to take this out. You got to take this out. Because, Chris, you had too much material to be picking on Jada. I looked behind Jada and I saw Lupita, And I said, what in the heck she got on her head? She had all those, I call it Medusa braids, y'all. I shouldn't say that she had all them things. Then Nicole Kidman, I love when I see her and Keith Urban. That's, to me, they're just a handsome, beautiful couple. But that dress with that big circle thing, I didn't like that. You know, he had that material. Then we had that Kristen Stewart with the little hot pants. He had that material to talk about. They had that guy with the long, pretty black, wavy hair. I can't think of his name, from the Eternals or something, with the vest with all his chest out. Chris, you just had too much material to talk about than to be, you know, trying to tear it to Jada. The only thing I can think of, maybe he liked Jada. Maybe he tried to hit on Jada back in the day. Maybe he might be jealous of Will. You know, you worth $60 million, you don't have no woman, and then Will's worth $350 million, and he's sitting with a beautiful wife that have not aged, that is a bombshell. Yeah, I guess you probably would be a little intimidated or a little envious. Hey, I don't know. You guys, thank you for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. You stay blessed, healthy, and happy. Don't let nobody slap you in your face on national TV or at Walmart. Thank you.